Say Harambee.
What is something that you would like other people in other countries, in particular countries within Africa, what would you like them to know about your country?
Yeah, I usually like to tell Africans that what everybody knows already, people are people everywhere. And I think it's really important as Africans that we get to know each other, because sometimes we grew up with stereotypes, of course, with prejudices about different countries. You're going to say, oh, Senegalese, they're like this, people from Nigeria, they're like that. But it's really good that we take the step of trying to know each other, trying to learn about each other's cultures, and actually travel to different countries. So that's something that I had never thought about growing up in Cameroon, but once I got out of Cameroon and traveled to other places, it made me value more, made me learn more about Africa in general and our history. So I think it's really important that we all learn about that and that we know that it might be a little bit different, but we are really all the same. Yeah, we are all the same. So just be open, and when you see the next African person, somebody from another country, talk to them and ask them questions about what their country is like, and yeah, that's what I want to say.
That is a good question. Yeah, I think Cameroon is very welcoming. I think in general, as I mentioned, Cameroonians usually take their life is easy going. And so I think she mentioned that offline, that the fact that sometimes we are easygoing and then we take things a little bit lightly make sometimes difficult to really have the understanding and kind of have to stand up for something that is very serious. And so that could have also some drawbacks, that kind of mentalities. But yeah, in general, it's welcoming, and people are usually very ready to work hard to be successful. And yeah, I think that is part of the diversity that we have, be able to live together. As you mentioned, we all came from the same history. Sometimes we have cultures that are very similar, and so but every culture has kind of its own art into that common culture as human. And so learning a little bit, taking a little bit of that can only enrich our future and our perspective as human as well.
What would you like other Africans to know about your country, Nigeria?
Yeah, as I said, Nigerian, we call ourselves the giant of Africans, but not in recent times when so many things are happening, especially with the leadership. But I'm seeing a new Africa now, more especially at this period where we, in the next few weeks, we're going to have an election where youth, I believe the youth are the future of every nation. But in Nigeria right now, as things are going on, Nigeria is opening a very wonderful page to not just the Nigerians, but to the African countries, because I know one of our problems in Africa is leadership. And now the youth are standing strong to bring a leader that they prefer to rule and make things better, which I believe if Nigeria are able to do that in this coming election, I think it will be the same thing in all African countries, which we all have the same kind of leadership problem. So the youth, if they can stand on their ground and pick whoever they want, it will come to power. Not just to sell your vote with the little, thing they will give you and continue to rule over you and continue to cause poverty all over Africa. So we are the giants, and I believe we'll continue to be the giants of Africa, if not giant in the world. I don't think I should underestimate it, but I'm just saying it because new things are beginning to happen in which will be a stepping stone and a lessons to all African countries, to the young people in Africa.
About Senegal, I guess like Senegal is kind of famous by its name, not that big, but maybe the geopolitics of Senegal it make it like known. But I would say in Senegal we have let's say a majority Muslim country, which is like you can say 98%. So that fact people might know it, but some might don't pay attention to that because our first president was from a Catholic faith, and that seems like cover like Senegal is a majority Muslim country, and people are living. If you go like a place like Jol Fajut, they live together. Even I was looking for a story a couple of days ago. The mosque, the Christian like build it, and the church, the Muslim like I mean like finance it to build the church, and vice versa, which is like amazing.
Oh, they help finance each other's buildings.
Yes.
Oh, that's neat.
Yep. I mean, Africa is a peaceful place, amazing, rich sources, but the only thing like maybe, as I said earlier, is by design, but we should remember we have everything. Yes.
You have everything you need.
Yes.
Everything you need right
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
bring it like in comparison to other states, other countries that I've gone to. Uganda is a place that is security-wise, it's a very good country. That you're safe home. 1, 2. What I can say, if somebody is here in Uganda, Uganda is welcoming already. We have different cultures. It's an experience that you will have different cultures. You will find all the African cultures, because these are cultures that are related. And in migration, when you look and you get to the roots of the culture thing, you will find that somehow we are related. Yeah, it is not any different from their places. Yes. The soils are good, even if it's business, even if it's you come and marry a woman and take to you. We are welcoming, yes. And the other thing what I can assure those people, it's that this one, true indeed, it's a part of Africa. It's, the weather is so nice. Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it's a tropical place that has that nice weather. I've been to different parts of the country, and some are hot, but even if hot, there is something in relations to all other regions. Yes. If they are here to do some economics, Uganda is okay. You can do your economics because you can buy land. It has the laws that govern it, and which are giving everyone the mandate to come and invest and do whatever they feel like in their brains. And the other thing about Uganda, if you are here, you will enjoy a variety of foods. I think you're
Of course, yes.
yeah, the variety of foods. You will see this food. You will see a variety, plenty. Even the fruits, we have more fruits. We have. It's a place of fruits.
Of course. It's
yeah.
the fruit capital of Africa.
Exactly, because when you go to a market here, you will see the whole market having many colors. Yes. You will come out when you're really satisfied with all the ingredients of Uganda.
Of course, yeah.
You have good soils. If you want to farm, you can. If you want to do ranching, great. Yeah. So, as somebody who feels like wants to come to Uganda, it's the best place.
Something which is so unique about my country is the use of the Swahili language, which is kind of like a unifying language. I call it as a unifying language because you can go everywhere, every part of Tanzania, and they use Swahili. Even if you don't know their mother tongues, then you use Swahili, everybody will understand you. Sometimes they might not respond in Swahili, but the most important part is like they understand what you said, and you can get someone who can say what they said. But yeah, so it's it's one of the most important thing in my country to make that every Tanzanian can understand the language. And I'll say probably 90% of the Tanzanians can speak Swahili everywhere. Other part, which I can say, it's about the kind of like the system which we are brought through, the system of we say social system. Like almost every Tanzanian feels that when you see someone, it's like part and parcel of you. Like we are kind of like related to each other. That's why sometimes when you go somewhere and you pass the people, like people are standing there and you pass them without greeting them, they say you ignored them. So it's like you are respecting everybody, even if you know them, you don't know them, but at least you need to consider them by saying either hello or how are you doing or something like that to show that, okay, I respect you, you are my people. Whether I know you, I don't know you, but I still respect you. So something which is very unique and you might not get it anywhere else probably. And that one makes people to feel like they are so socialized, they feel like they are, you feel that togetherness. Yeah.
The people, and I'm biased obviously, I guess, because I'm Zimbabwean, but I think the people have just a very peaceful, positive, welcoming vibe about them, just in general. I mean, it's not, entirely true for the whole population, but Zimbabweans in general, they're just known for their hospitality and welcoming attitude. And I think, the openness, Zimbabwe is really, it's just welcoming. People are very, and that's something that I missed when I first moved here. Just the whole, even though, yes, people are strangers out in the streets, but it still always felt like one big, huge extended family. So Zimbabweans are welcoming, even across, for the most part, there were some issues, but even across tribal lines, I think Zimbabweans, I miss the hospitality. And that's what I would say, the one thing that Zimbabweans are really good at, or that they're known for, their hospitality.
Seems very inviting.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can travel, you should go to Zimbabwe. If nothing, just to meet the people. Yeah. So
that we are lovely people. We are very welcoming. We have the wild animals there, but more than wild animals, which most of the other people in the Western world come see the people. We have wonderful women, wonderful men for the ladies that are looking for men as well. We have everything that you can see, and everything that you can get. Good food. We have coconut. We have everything that you really want. It's available in Kenya. So, and we invented Harambee, which is what we are here. So please welcome to Kenya and welcome to Africa, everyone.
Okay. I want them to know that we are a part of Africa. We have like African blood, African heart. Maybe our colors, it's different. They called us white. Because some of the people in African country think that Egypt, okay, it's kind of African country. It's kind of, no, we are in. So their concern is, it's ours. Their sadness, it's ours. Their happiness, it's ours. Their powers, it's ours as well. You will love it. Believe me, when you visit people there, you will find something attractive to you to this country. Food, especially the banana. Banana in African, it's part of their food. They fried it, they eat it like this. But in Egypt, we just eat like a fruit. But there is no African banana in Egypt. The Ecuadorian one, the Mexican one, and the Egyptian one as well. So why not to think about something, because bananas in Africa are very tasty and it will be very cheap as well. I mean, comparing with the Ecuadorian one. Yeah, in the same time in Egypt, we have a lot of mango, a lot kind of mango in Egypt, and it's not exist in Middle or South Africa. One thing more, I think about we have a guava, you know guava? But the best guava can you eat from Egypt? Yeah, either we have a farm, we have a guava farm in Egypt. My dad, rahmahullah, may Allah give him mercy, we had like a guava farm and mango farm as well.
So one thing I would love every other African country to know about my country is that Nigeria is a fantastic place to be. Nigeria is we're a giant of Africa. So not every experience you have with a specific Nigerian can like encapsulates or what all Nigerians are. So I'm just trying to say that don't overgeneralize the experience with just a single Nigerian to be what is going to be your experience for every Nigerian you meet. And so don't say because you hear on the news that Nigeria is a corrupt nation and then you think maybe every Nigerian is corrupt. No, that's the case. People are just corrupt because of who they are, not because of where they come from. So I really want all African countries to know that not all Nigerians are corrupt. And of course, not just for African countries alone, for every part of the world. I know that not all Nigerians are dishonest. There are a lot of fantastic Nigerians. And so secondly, I also want to say the way Nigerians carry themselves is not pride. And because Nigerians are go-getters, because Nigerians have a lot of things at stake. Because first and foremost, if you meet a Nigerian in America, for example, he or she probably doesn't want to go back home at that moment because they know the state of things in Nigeria right now. So they really want to get things done. They really want to achieve a lot because Nigerians are big achievers. And they just have a lot of things at stake. They want to put in all the energy. They want to get things done. So when a Nigerian tells you that, yes, this thing will be done, it's not because he's proud or maybe he's too boastful, he's too confident in himself or herself. It's just because that's what will happen. So not all Nigerians are proud, even though people are who they are, notwithstanding where they come from. So yeah.
Okay, so not judging based on what you see in the news.
That's true.
Or by a single experience or something like that.
Yeah.
The culture, we have a beautiful culture, and we are a multilingual country. We have 11 official languages spoken in South Africa. 9 of those are African languages. We have good food, various African food. So it would be nice for them to visit South Africa and taste the different types of food from the various African cultures because it differs. And the music and dance is very good and interesting to watch and to participate in.
Say Harambee. Okay, let me appear.